Trog turn 1 is fantastic. I don't know if I want to keep any of the other cards. I mean, maybe this is good if we can find 1 or 2 undead minions. I mean, all we gotta do is find, like, again, 1 or 2 of them, and then we win the game, right? So, Iron Deep Trog turn 1. Do I want to coin out Void Touch Attendant? The answer is no. If I coin out Void Touch Attendant, they're just gonna kill it with the Serrated Bone Spike. So it's gonna be Iron Deep Trog, and then just Defias Leper, play Curve, and then maybe play Void Touch Attendant if we get a little bit of a board going there. I mean, it's still not a bad 3 or 1 drop. It's definitely not bad. I hate the freeze mechanic. I do too. I hate the freeze mechanic. I think freeze feels the worst of any mechanic to play against, except for maybe secrets, but I like secrets because there's more interaction there. They take that. That's not the worst thing in the world, I guess. But anyway, I don't mind secrets because it's cool interaction on the opponent's turn, but freeze, it's the worst because, like, it's worse to me than even just what's it called, than even just like having your minions get destroyed. We're just gonna play like that. It's not that crazy. We're hoping they play a spell or something so I get the Trog to duplicate, and then we'll play Void Touch Attendant. But, like, I don't exactly know how to describe it. Boom, boom, coin, boom. They each get reborn. I'll go face with both of these. Pretty solid, actually. Because when you get frozen, like, you just can't do anything. Like, if your board gets killed, you're like, okay, my board was at least killed. I can rebuild a new board, yada, 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 right? But when my board gets frozen, I literally just have to stare at a bunch of useless cards on my board that don't do anything. And it's just so frustrating. Maybe I'm over-exaggerating how frustrating it is, but my God, I have to tell you right now, it is infuriating. Boom plus boom, and then just go face. I think I can rush them down fast enough. They're at 15 HP already. I don't know. I wonder what's your least favorite mechanic in the game? Because again, mine's freeze. I just have to stare at my minions that can't do anything. But I've always disliked. I think I started disliking it the most. I don't know if you guys were around 2-ish years ago when Tortola Freeze Mage was a thing, where you'd basically have the Tortola, and then you'd have only Frost Nova in your deck, as well as like 2 other spells. So you'd play the Tortola, it would discover a spell in your deck, and then it would cast a copy. So as long as you had a Frost Nova in your deck, and you had a card to bounce Tortola back to your hand, you could freeze the board basically an infinite number of turns, which is kind of what ended up happening, and it was so frustrating. Oh my God. I wanted to throw something every time I played against that deck because they could, I was frozen a couple of times for multiple turns in a row. It was insane. Remember Poison Rogue from last year? Crazy. That's interesting. That's an interesting one as well. I kind of dislike that one. That's a fair one, for sure. Stop killing my minions. You have to stop. It has to stop right now. You're kidding me. You were able to kill off almost all of my minions. How? What a turn. What a turn this was. It's okay. Every time we go grave digging, we're gonna draw the Cultist for 4 perfectly this time. Parlay and then Iron Deep Trog, which was useless. Wait, what? Wait, what? Wait, what? Haunt a card in your hand and you play it on a 3/3. Why do I only get 1? What the fuck? Okay, stealing Eslar is pretty good, I guess. But hello? I feel like that's not how that's supposed to work. I feel like I'm supposed to have gotten 3 of them because 3 of them died. It doesn't say it can't haunt the same card. It just got haunted 3 times. I play it, I get 3 4/3s. Like, what the fuck just happened? Hello? I mean, I have not played with this card like at all, so I guess I could be wrong about that, but what? If I knew that's how that would have worked, I would have probably kept back 1 card in my hand. I'm legitimately pissed off right now. I am legitimately pissed off. I mean, you're able to pump cards more than once in your hand. You basically just pumped a card. Like, what? Like, maybe that is how it's supposed to work. I just don't understand why. Maybe I can still get lethal though if I just start doing some direct damage. Maybe I should have ignored that and pinged him in the face so I could play this. I mean, maybe there's an explanation to it that I don't know. I mean, when you haunt a card, I guess maybe you can't haunt a card more than once. Like, haunting a card is now like a state that the card is in. It is now haunted. It cannot be haunted again. But I feel like that's just so weird. I guess I know about the interaction now. I thought that it was gonna be broken. Like, the whole point is you want one card left in your hand so you can play this and go crazy with it. I mean, did the card not say haunted? No, it was haunted, but it only haunted once is what I'm saying. The cathedral again. Boom. We'll do this to draw a card, and then we'll draw another card off of you. We get Void Shard, which is good. We still might be able to win the game with direct damage. It's gonna be close, but I think we might still be able to do it, especially if we get like a Shadowed Spirit and give it Reborn. I would say that there's definitely a chance. No, you should have gotten 3. This is a silly interaction. Okay, cool. Okay, it's not just me then. Thank you for... I don't know if you're just saying that to make me feel better, but if you were, it worked. I appreciate it. It's a goofy lore thing from WoW, maybe. I mean, again, since it was haunted and it was in the state of being haunted, like maybe it can't haunt again, which I guess is an okay explanation. But like, I don't know. Okay, what the hell? So my thing doesn't work, but Ghastly Strike does? No, I'm drawing the line. This is bullshit. The card, it says combo, but the card, I don't know. It's like you can't cast this and have it work with like, oh, if you cast this while a Naga was in your hand. I don't understand. Obviously, that could be how the interaction's supposed to work. I'm just tilted at this point. What is this? Summon some 2s? Sure. Pump. Draw a card. We get the Shadowed Spirit. Okay. How much damage do I take this turn? 11? Do I take 11 more? I'm gonna say no, and I'm going to send for a Hail Mary here. Boom, boom, shoot him in the face for 2. And I can win the game next turn, possibly, assuming I don't die this turn. You win these? Hopefully. I don't even want to look. I'm taking out my earbuds. I'm not even looking. I'm closing my eyes. I'm only looking. I don't know how I can. I'm only looking at the end turn button. I'm only looking at the end turn button. When it pops up and it says it's my turn, I'm going to go, but I'm not going to look at the rest of the game. Also, if I see my screen shake, I can, I guess, infer that I've been exploded. How's chat going? You win these? I believe in myself. It's true, I do. They're still thinking. I think. I don't know. I don't know what's been played so far. You know, this is silly. I'm just gonna look at the game. School teacher? More than okay with that. Rogue doesn't really have healing. My 4-3, I can... That was a bad trade. Oh! Oh, they're geniuses! Oh, I messed up. Holy crap! I messed up. I shouldn't have played the 2-1. If I didn't play the 2-1, oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. No, wait, I pump up that many. Oh, thank goodness. Okay. Woo! Woo! That was a close one. I almost blew that game by playing the 2-1, but we had it covered 100% of the time. Holy moly, I almost threw that game. This is pretty good. We don't necessarily need the Defias, but turn 1 into turn 2 is not bad. And then that means we almost have a guaranteed trigger for this as well. Maybe we could have kept the Defias Leper, not 100% sure. We're definitely gonna try to push damage and be as aggressive as possible here. Boom. We're gonna play this, then this turn 3, then this plus hero power turn 4. And basically after turn 4, we're gonna be hero powering as much as possible, I think. If this 1-2, no, you've gotta be kidding me, please, come on. Really? Oh my god. They actually had the response. That's quite bad. What, we play the Shadowed Spirit next turn? I guess. Oh, man. I'm trying to think how I respond to this, because they had the 1 mana removal spell. And I don't think that it's necessarily doomed yet. Void Touched Attendant's not bad. We play this, it'll do some damage. This deck absolutely requires a good turn 1. Without it, it kind of falls apart. Oh, man. Yeah, we lost. I think Frost Death Knight is still very strong. The burst damage with the reduced mana cheat's not there anymore. But, like, this is the big problem that I've had with this deck for a long time. It's just the fact that, like, if your board... It's like Aggro Druid, where if your board gets wiped, you have very few ways of coming back into the game and winning. Whereas other aggro decks, like Hunter, have plenty of ways of doing it. Everyone, hey, how's it going? KHP? Okay, it's fine. Arms Dealer, perfect. We're gonna go boom, and then we're gonna go boom. And then I guess we can go Void Touched Attendant, but the problem is they probably, But on the bright side, it's damage that's being soaked up, so I mean, I might as well. I kinda have to. Greetings from Germany! Are you playing new buffed decks pretty much exclusively right now? Yeah. I was thinking about maybe playing some nerfed decks tomorrow to see if they're still good. But right now, buffed decks, and I'm probably gonna play buffed decks, or at least other decks I think might see play in the meta later. Please don't kill it super easily. I mean, their hand was just too good for me to deal with. It seems like they didn't miss a beat at all. I mean, don't get me wrong, my hand was pretty good as well. They just are playing a deck that's good at wiping the board. Like, it doesn't have healing. So if I have a lot of direct damage, I could see myself still winning this, but I don't really have that much direct damage specifically. They're gonna kill a minion. Oh, if one minion stays alive, we can play this, and that's pretty good. Oh, it has Rush? Oh, I didn't realize that Rush. What are you gonna do? Just pass. Yes, thank you very much. Thank you. Boom. Trog. Kill this to protect some of my minions, I think, and then just go face. We're looking for a shadow spell to pop off with the Defias Leper, but at this point, I don't know, this is kind of bad. If we draw, like, Undying Allies, we're basically out of cards at this point. It's definitely a card you want to get earlier on in the game. And because they lack healing, I would say that there's a decent chance they're going to play Remorseless one turn. I don't even card people run that much anymore, but... Oh, it's going to be the deal 3 damage and then deal 1? Yeah, fair enough. But anyway, what was I saying? We get Shadowed Spirit. Actually, a very good card here. We get to do 2 damage every single turn. We're gonna get bursted down soon. Is Astalar still good? Yeah, Astalar's still good, I would say. I think that Astalar is still a card you can include in almost any deck. Do I think you can include him in every single deck now? Like 60%? No, it is a little bit weaker. I think for mid-range and more aggressive decks that ran him, it would be a little bit harder, but still doable. But very, very runnable in like mid-range and slower decks. Well, I guess mid-range is still kind of 50-50, but you get the point. Take 3. We're hoping to draw a shadow spell as soon as possible here. I'm begging you, please. Okay, we draw a shadow spell off of this specifically. Don't be Undying Allies. It's Void Shard? Oh, that's pretty good. They're so low! They're dead in 2 turns. We are this close to winning a game with this deck. I'm saying it like it's a big deal. I actually haven't lost a game with this deck yet, to be fair. Hit a 3-2 with your weapon. Oh, man. Boom plus boom. We heal up. It's gonna be... It's still very doable that they kill me. They need 10 damage on 8 mana. Very doable from a Frost Death Knight. Kind of sad. I think we end up losing here. Oh, they're hero powering? Okay. I think we win then. Well, I guess they could have gotten healing because they have Cursive. They get Vampiric Blood randomly. Off of either of these, I lose. Vampiric Blood specifically. Because now I don't think there's anything that heals him for 2 mana, right? Wow. Wow. I don't think I should have won that game. Interesting. I don't want to keep this ever. I don't want to keep this because I want a 1-drop. The question is, do I want to keep either one of these? And the answer is I do, and I also don't. I'm gonna keep both. If we draw a 1-drop, this curves out so much better. Oh, the reason why is because I think it's gonna be aggro. Well, I was wrong about that. And I was like, I'm gonna need a fight for board, right? And now I'm bummed. We're gonna coin this out, so that way we can try to give it a death rattle. Then we'll play like, I think this turn 3. So that way we have more board presence instead of the Shadowed Spirit, and then we'll play Shadowed Spirit after. We lose the effect, but we get the death rattle, which is fine. We could also draw a card, which I don't hate, because if we end up drawing Undying Allies, it's solid, and then you can also go on either one of these. So let's hit and then play this. Maybe we get Undying Allies. We get Void Shard. Still a card draw, it's not the end of the world. Haunting Nightmare turn 3, maybe Void Shard turn 4, turn 5 will be like this and this, maybe. Okay, Wild Growth, they're starting to ramp up. They're starting to hit a point of critical mass. We get another Shadowed Spirit. I think I would like damage though. I think I would like, sorry, board presence over just straight damage. I think this is better. Hopefully we draw a 1-drop next turn so we can play this in a 1-drop. That would be like my absolute dream. If they have Innervate Scale of Onyxia, that's gonna suck. I'm fine with that. Fine with that. Let's see here. Maybe if I draw a 2-drop, I can play the... Okay, we do draw a 2-drop. But it's not a 2-drop that I particularly want. I don't know. Maybe we do just go double 2-drop and flood the board here. I mean, it does not really matter too much. We're just gonna do that and keep going face and flood the board. If they have Scale of Onyxia, that sucks. We're gonna play the Shadowed Spirit next turn though and ping them. They might play Nourish this turn, I don't know. Hey bro, do you think Astler is still in the meta? Yeah, 100%. I think that it's slowed down a little bit, so like the more aggressive decks that were using it just because it was strong are gonna be worse. But overall, I don't think it's that bad. Oh, the Underking. Wild, okay, okay. Fair enough. Let's go. I don't really care as much about this minion, so let's just double trade into here. And then I want to go this, and then ping their face. I don't want to flood the board too much with like a Trog, right? Because I don't want my board to get completely flooded. And then also this could maybe get me the board back if I end up losing it. But yeah, next turn will probably be the High Cultist, I would say. It has to be Scale of Onyxia this turn. No? What is going on here? I mean, we play Shadowed Spirit next turn then. Every time. And we just keep applying pressure. They had a lot of ramp though. This is not ideal for me. Boom, plus boom. This pings that off so we can keep our minions alive, and then we just keep going face. I mean, if all this stuff dies, we play the High Cultist, right? I'm hoping they play Scale of Onyxia. I really am. They play Scale of Onyxia, we get such a big board along with like the Trog. We go nuts. Any good decks to craft right now? I would say Pure Paladin's probably good. Naval Mine Warlock's probably pretty good. Imp Warlock's probably pretty good. Ramp Druid's probably decent. Those are off the top of my head. I would say that Hunter's still good because the tempo it has is incredible. You're gonna leave the 4-3 alive? Interesting. Well, we still end up playing the High Cultist then, right? We still play the High Cultist and shoot him in the face. Darn, this was summoned a little bit late, but that's okay. Still a lot of direct damage, plus Void Shard next turn. I think the game's over. I mean, I guess they could theoretically still gain a lot of armor here. Okay, okay, okay. We've got Void Touch Attendant as well. That's just GG. Not to mention this plus Void Shard. Not bad. Love Trog, love the Attendant. Don't like the Leper because I don't have a Shadow Spell in my hand. Well, we drew a Shadow Spell, but we want to play Undying Allies, probably? I want to say turn like 5 or 6 or something. Well, okay, that's maybe a bit too late. Maybe 5 is all we really need, because you want to play 2 undeads, at least this and maybe like you or something. Maybe turn 4 with like a Banshee or something else. Okay, I like drawing the Defias Leper. I like drawing that for turn 2 to hit. Can't really play the coin unless they have a way of killing Trog immediately, which maybe they do have. I'm a somewhat new player. Is it worth it to dust all nerfed cards? I would personally say yes. The reason I say yes is because worst case scenario, because you get the full dust refund, you can craft them again and you can just like wait a day or 2 to see what happens. Best case scenario though, you go nuts. I'm gonna go this into this. And then hopefully if they kill this off 2 times, we can play the High Cultist. They don't do it 2 times, we'll play like Void Touch Attendant and then just shoot him in the face and do what we can to apply pressure. And now we're basically out of cards. I will admit that's a bit of a pickle that we're in. We're running out of steam already against a warrior, but it's fine. They pass. Grave Digging, we can't play that this turn. Boom, shoot, hit, hit. Basically just did 3 extra damage because of this card and force him to have removal. If they do wipe the board, by the way, and they kill this off, we can play you and you. So we'll get the 4/3 guaranteed. Okay, slam to draw a card. I'm hoping they kill this twice. Genuinely, I'm hoping they kill this twice. Coin into probably heavy plate. Yeah, to gain armor. Fair enough, fair enough, fair enough. I guess we'll give this the death rattle because we might as well and just keep going face. We're doing a lot. I mean, so far Void Touch Attendant has now done 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 extra damage with a 1 mana card. Not to mention if these things die, we resummon and draw more cards. I'm pretty happy with where we're at. No! I draw! No! Wait, do I still win though? I think I still win, right? I'm fairly certain. We'll draw a card. No, wait, he's dead, right? He's just dead. Okay, cool. I was like, am I off lethal by 2 here? No, right? I had it.